Hey everybody, it's Risley. Today I'm going to be playing Dicey Dungeons, which is a game that I've had in my backlog for quite a while. It's pretty interesting because it's got this sort of like storybook aesthetic, which I find really cute and which kind of made it appealing to me to start. But I hear that it's actually pretty difficult. The mechanics have a certain amount of like RNG related to them, but I think it still looks like a pretty fun game. I've tried it a little bit, but haven't gotten past like round 1 or 2 or something back in the past, so I'm excited to pick it up again, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. Welcome to Dicey Dungeons, the only game show where you could win your heart's greatest desire. But will you fulfill your dreams or your nightmares? Let's find out with our host this evening, and for eternity, it's Lady Luck. Thank you all my dears and my darlings. And welcome back to my labyrinth of endless terror. Will our newest contestants win big or lose it all?
Oh, no.
Let's find out as we meet. The warrior! Yeah, so I guess we used to be actual people, but we were just kind of turned into little dice dudes by this lady. Wow, I'm a dice! Yes, dear, that is how it works. Tell me, warrior, what secret emptiness has driven you to risk eternal imprisonment at the hands of fate? What? My dear, what are you playing for today? Oh, I'm playing to win a monster truck and to become the strongest man in the world. This little guy, he honestly, that's the kind of aspirations I'd expect this to be, like a child or something. I feel like she might have teleported like a 10-year-old warrior and he's like, I'm gonna be the very best. I'm gonna be Hokage when I grow up. Inspirational. Well, you know what we say here in Dicey Dungeons. Luck might be against you, but it's too late to change your mind now. Click over to the chest to walk to it. Yeah, so basically it looks like it's got this sort of a little board game. I guess that's how it is actually in the real world. It looks like Lady Luck is looking down on like little tiny you playing a little game as you walk around. The warrior's like ability, because this is sort of like a turn-based attacking thing, is that he has like a sword. And I guess we'll see it in a second once we actually get an enemy. So I guess the first tutorial enemy is a space marine. I mean, that seems a bit dramatic. I got my little Dipsy sword and this dude's got like his neuron-powered, just huge laser thing. He looks like a lemon. His gun also looks like a lemon. Drag your dice to the sword to use it. So yeah, basically it seems like you just have these dice that you roll at the beginning of your turn, and you use the numbers that you roll in coordinates with like tools that you can equip to do different damage to your enemy. It just like, it's so ominous. Now it's his turn. Like I just kind of barely pecked at him with my little toothpick, and then he like has this huge blaster. He's like, now it's my turn. Yikes, when this thing hits 0, it's gonna hurt. So some of the abilities, rather than playing immediately when you put a dice in, you have to kind of count down to do some sort of big one. I rolled a 1. It's okay, this happens from time to time. The warrior has a special ability. You can re-roll up to 3 times a turn. A 4, try again. A 3, try again. 6, perfect. So for him, it seems like the bigger your rolls, the better in most scenarios. I think that there are other character options that kind of mix it up a little bit. Like some of them where they specifically benefit from low rolls, and some where they have abilities that only work with like specific middle numbers and stuff like that. Uh-oh. Okay. So yeah, it's I feel like the game, you can take damage very quickly in this sort of game. I guess each character also has this little like special ability. Ours is Fury. Double next to use the following action. So I can just do 12 damage in one go there. Alright. I mean, I guess maybe he's not a complete child. I don't know if a 10-year-old could have defeated a space marine on their first go, you know? Battle Axe. Do 2 times the damage, but max of 4. So this thing can do up to 8 damage, which is like slightly better than my default sword weapon. This little hothead guy, he reminds me of Undertale. There's like a little Flameo Hotman, which I realize also, I think is from Avatar. The name that Aang used when he was, that Aang used while he was in the Fire Nation. But this dude just looks like little Flameo Hotman. He's like, you forgot my name in the end of Undertale. This battle axe is more powerful than your sword, but needs 4 or less. Okay, well, do that. And then we re-roll for 4 or less. I know the tutorial is kind of like feeding me numbers here, because... yeah, I can't see how these things becoming perfect if it wasn't the case. Some equipment will inflict status effects when used. This fireball, for example, is going to burn. So on an even number, deals 6 damage and burn. And what burn does is sets the next dice on fire, costs 2 HP to extinguish. So this basically means that I can choose not to use this dice if I don't want to, but if I do want to use it, I'll have to take some damage for it. I think a 3 is good enough to win it, so I guess we'll take the extra damage here. Alright, and leveling up seems to go pretty quickly. We get a little bit of extra HP for that, and then extra dice. That seems especially useful. You get all health back when you level. It's very nice. Matchstick burns 1 dice, reusable. So I feel like these ones that are reusable, they're just kind of like... they're beneficial in that if you have extra space, because you can only hold so many items here, and you just got extra dice that you're unable to fit. Like, the sword and the battle axe can only be used once before the card expires. So if you've got a bunch of, like, random trash dice that you're not really doing anything with, it's nice to have one of these reusables or counters just to, like, toss them in there. And bump, dice, value, +1. Bump is also very nice, because it gives you, it kind of lets you choose, or have a higher chance of getting exactly what you wanted. Jester changes his abilities every turn. Hey there, friend. Your enthusiasm is adorable, but I'll let you in on a secret. It's time for you to die. Man, you don't know what time it is. You ain't got no watch. I'm dying right now. If you want, you can see what the enemy's moves are here. Snowflake. Freeze 1 dice. Okay, so if he doesn't roll an odd on his turn, he actually doesn't really get to do anything. So we'll just do 6 damage. Max. Oh, we should... Fury. I keep saying furry when I read this word. It's so hard for me to actually read it correctly. And I can just use this bump to use my matchstick once. I don't know how inclined the enemy is to be using. He can't even use it this time anyway, but like, if the enemy is programmed to specifically want or not want to do burn dice, or if it's still pretty random. Alright, well this is a real stinky bunch. 5. I'll bump to 5 just to get a 6 out here. We'll roll both of these. Ah, pooey. Okay, so we weren't able to do that this turn. I probably should have used my bump on something that seemed more required, but oof. He's gonna triple shock me. Shocked. Temporarily disables random equipment. Can use dice to unshock. Oh, that stinks. I'll use that one. And then I guess I'll just roll for a 6. And see if I can't unlock my sword just on this one turn. Oh, there we go. So that was still like a normal turn. I didn't get much damage out, but burns 1 dice. Honestly, it seems like this Jester battle is like purely meant to be showing me the different effects that things could be, because he's not actually doing like any damage. Cleaned it out with a 6. I could have sworn it was time for you to die. Is my watch wrong? What time did you make it? Okay, I guess he did have some secret watches under his little puffy sleeves that I just couldn't get a gander at. Okay. And you can just walk around, I guess, randomly, but these little trapdoors lead you to the next level. I think that we'll probably level about once each floor, like here. And we've got different enemies we can choose from. I'll choose to get my equipment before I keep going. So that's another bump if I don't like Matchstick, which just does an extra 2 damage if they want to use it. Honestly, I don't really benefit from that a lot. I feel like bumping just to get maximum damage out of myself might be more useful, so I'm just gonna go for that. I guess it sort of just feels like if I let them choose to take 2 damage with fire, I'm just gonna easily be able to get an extra 2 damage or however much damage just by increasing my dice more often. Yeah, so I'll just get a 6 out of here. I'm gonna roll this just to see if we can get... oh, here we go. Much more 4. And yeah, see now we've got this little empty dice right here that we're not really doing anything with. It'd be nice if we had some sort of reusable slot or one that counts down, just so that we're not like wasting things each turn. Okay, this dude was able to use frozen and burn, and like I understand burn because he is currently on fire, but where did this ice come from? Where is the frost on this enemy? Unless he's not really a marshmallow. He's just kind of disguised as one, you know, kind of like Sudowoodo in Pokemon, and he's secretly an ice cube that's just on fire. A little burning ball of dry ice over here. I'll take 2 damage to be able to use that. That's fine. I'll bump this, get a maximum there, and we're good. So yeah, I mean, I really love the art style. Like, you see this sort of scratchy shading that the background does, you know? It's like, I can only imagine it's like some sort of specific pencil or tool inside Photoshop or something. I just find it so cute. The storybook style is just I just have a weakness for like childish things, I guess. Spiked shield. If you put an even dice in here, it does that much sword damage, and if you put an odd dice in here, it does that much shield. And shield, I assume, just protects you from being hit for the next turn. Or boomerang. I do 2 times the dice to my enemy, but 1 to myself. I'm not really this risky sort of person, but I don't think I'll be able to fit Spiked Shield into my pocket right now. I guess I'll take it anyway, just in case, but I probably won't equip it right away. I mean, I guess I could take it just because it's almost exactly the same as the shield in terms of I could do 6 damage, just 1 less. Well, the max damage this one can actually do right now is 4, so I guess it's not that much better. We'll keep what we have right now. Let's just be basic about it, and we'll come back to it later if it seems like we need to mix it up a little bit. Hello, Sneezy. Oh, is this dude's moves related to... Yeah, it's related to the fact that he's like... sick shooting little pinpoints out of his back all the time. Okay, I'm just gonna reroll because these ones are pretty weak. More 2s, thank you. 4, another one. We can bump this twice and get maximum damage. I'm honestly pretty interested about this little blue like ice pack on his head. I feel like I've seen ice packs be used in like movies and TV shows and stuff, or cartoons I guess, but I've never actually seen someone have like a pre-made one. I think they might be kind of outdated. If I was ever gonna use an ice pack, I'd probably just stick like a sandwich bag full of ice or just cold water on my head. Okay, let's double up this. Reroll. Oh, I did not even know it. He was so close. It was so bad. I mean, it's not really his fault. He was weak from the sickness. I should know. I've been sick, like in these recent times. I've had to go to the airport to like go out on like different trips for reasons, like twice. And so far I'm 2 for 2 on coming home to like a week or 2 long week sickness bout from coming back from the airport. It really gets to show how easy it is to catch things. It's totally understandable, like, you know, how strict like the masks and everything was there, because man, it's so easy to get sick at the airport. Aw, she's cute. Oh, she looks like a little troublemaker. Yolanda. Oh, a new adventurer. Come in. Welcome to Dungeon Supplies for you. I've got some great stuff in stock. Need socks, weapons, a houseplant. I mean, I could use a houseplant. I don't know if I have a house, but I am like a kind of a square little guy. You might be able to just kind of gently set one upon my head, and I could walk around like it. I feel like it'd make me look one with the forest, you know, the background right now. Anyway, looks like she's got taser, do shock damage, and shocks the enemy. If I put dice equaling to 6 in here, I can roll 2 1s. Which definitely sounds horrendous. For this character, I would prefer the 6s. Or target shield. Add shield. Reusable. I mean, I guess target shield. This is the reusable thing that I said I was kind of wanting, so we'll do that. And I really do like my 2 bumps, but let's try something else out. I mean, I feel like double bump is sort of the easy out sort of way to play. Alrighty. So this area of the forest is a bit more spooky. We got some like dark grounding, and the sound effects, I don't know if it's pretty quiet. It's like wind and moaning and spooky man. It looks Fire Guy from earlier evolved into full-on dude. This dude should not be allowed in this forest right now. He's gonna like ruin everything. Alright, well, got the most horrendous rolls. Should I have saved that? Ooh, a 6? Oh, perfect! Bump that one, 4 damage, and we good. I mean, I guess it's following Ponita logic here. This man's fire does not burn unless he chooses to burn. And he chose to burn me very much. Thank you, sir. That's just what I wanted. We'll take it, though. And... yeah, I guess we'll roll this just to see. Okay, yeah, we get a straight 4. Super double damage. And a little bit of that. And he only got one little bit of crispin on me. Alright. Did I start on this space? Oh. I didn't even realize I was going for the chest, but that totally works. Needs a 6, does the damage, 3 uses this turn. I mean, this is basically... I've basically only been putting 6s into my, my sword slots. So this one is reusable. Well, let's think about it, because this one max 4. So the only instance that I wouldn't be able to use this would be if I ended with a 5. I would hope that I could use my bump to get out of it. I mean, honestly... just for one round, let's just use the 6-shooter, just because I feel like, yeah, like, only on a 5 would I not be able to utilize it, so... or utilize all my dice. Okay, so we bump this one. P-shooter. Reroll this one. Maximum of that. And we just see if we can get a 6 or something small. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have a lot more reusable stuff happening, but I feel like I'm also relying a lot more on luck here. 13 HP. Alright, I might actually just die. I hope I can get him just on this turn, because this is about all I got. 8 damage? Oh, thank goodness. We need an apple very badly. Thank you for the extra dice. Yum yum. Equipment. Ned. Oh, this looks like the other girl's little sister. Or little brother. Hey, come in, come in. I don't think we've met. I'm Ned. I'm in charge of equipment around here. Man, it must take this man forever to finish any weapons if he's going to be going at that little tic-tac speed. Alright. So this seems like it's basically just normal upgrades. 6-shooter plus. 6 uses this turn. Okay, well I definitely don't think I'm gonna have nearly enough dice to be able to use that 6 times, so not super useful. I can make a battle axe tiny. That'd be a lot of useful, because then I could get my second bump back in here, which would help with 6-shooter a lot. Bump can be used twice. Or target shield. Max 3. Honestly, I feel like I want just to be able to fit more things, because I could have made my bump work twice, but I think double bump, and I can consider switching this out later if I want it to be. Sounds pretty good. Okay. We're gonna be doing some lower L damage and upper L whatever else. Alright, vacuum. I'm ready. This man even plugged in. I wonder if we plug him in if he gets like extra electricity moves. Dust Cloud. Do damage on 6. Blind. 2 dice. Or drain health. Ooh. Man, I've never seen a drainage type enemy that was based on a vacuum. That is quite creative. I feel like it must have been pretty fun doing the character designs for this game. Seems like you just had completely free range to just do whatever seemed cool. Let's see if we can get a 6 or a 2 specifically. Damn it. Alright. Well, a little bit of waste on the end there, but I think that's fine. 6 damage plus 2 blind. Cannot see the dice values. Okay, well. I could just kill him this turn, I'm pretty sure. 4 damage? Okay, maybe I actually didn't need to use my limit break there. I probably could have actually taken a second to math that out, whether it was necessary, but it is what it is. Hello, lady. I met your little brother. He's super cute. Already have matchstick, and I think it's stinky. Do damage, max of 3, and add 1 poison. Or shocks the enemy, and it's reusable. I wish I could look at my inventory while I was in the store. I don't think I really care for any of these things. Honestly, I don't remember exactly what shock does. I guess we'll buy this. It does cost more though. Is that telling me that this one is randomly priced, or is this one actually better in the game's mind? I guess we'll try that. Let's see how it looks here. Shocks the enemy. Can you explain shocking to me again? Shield, shock, shield, shock. We'll stay with shield right now, honestly. We'll mix it up at a later date. Num-nums, thank you. Thank you. Alright, now we have Little Stick Man, Rhino Beetle, and Teenage Yeti. Let's go for... I guess we want to open up healing. Even though technically I'd want to go to make sure I check everything before I leave the floor. I think it's good just to make sure that that apple is readily available. Okay, 6 to start out with, 4 to damage. Let's get a little bit of shielding. And let's roll this and see if we can get... Ooh, let's bump that for another 6. Okay. That's a great first run, honestly. If you get 3 6s, this dude is basically almost gone. Do 5 damage and freeze a dice. Turns the highest dice roll into a 1. Ah, you stinker. Well, I guess this is the, oh my god. This is the beauty of the rerolls, so you can put your 1s in there and then you get a fresh new shiny one. I don't want the one that he touched. I mean, that's like dirty. Look at, he's got like ice hands or something. It's probably freezy. So I guess we're just gonna bump this. I should have bumped this too first. Oh, and this is the drawback I see. I guess we'll use this to just get a bunch of shields and a 1. Do 2 damage. The drawback of me taking my pea shooter is that I can only shoot 6. Oh, be gentle. Oh my goodness, only 10 damage. Okay, we're not doing too bad then. Our team was not nearly as horrible, so I can get 1 6. Well, let's roll to see if we can just naturally get more 6s anyway. Bunch of 3s, huh? Well, we'll bump one of these twice just to get our 6 out of here. Get our 4 out here. Oh, I'm honestly very glad he died because I was about to waste 3 dice again. I would really be up for getting a countdown just so that I don't feel so horrendous about my lack of willingness to do math. Okay, let's do 1 t-shirt. Map this one up. Let's do 4 damage there. And let's see what we can get out of these guys. Max 2. Alright. Let's just add these together and then subtract 2 and then add that over there and we're good. Booger Man. Deal 9 damage? Ah, poo, my dude. Alright, let's kill him this turn. This turn is the turn to do it. You would think a bunch of 5s would be useful, but it's actually not crazy helpful. Reroll that one. Okay, let's see. Now this is a little weird. Oh, reusable 3 turns. Okay, well. You're about to wish you never existed, my dude. Max 4. 2 damage or 1 shield? I guess 1 shield. I hadn't really checked, so I saved myself from a bunch of damage last time. I had like 6 shields, so I guess 6 damage. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't touch those. Six damage. 4 damage. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's so horrendous. They even gave me the little sound effect of the bum 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 of my heart there. It's like a less annoying version of the Pokemon thing where they're just like meh 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 for your entirety of like being poisoned and stuff. Do shock damage. On 6, inflict 1 shock. Honestly, this can be used multiple times, which is pretty cool, but maybe I just want to go for shock. Like, this is a little bit dangerous, even if it's great reward, but ooh, it's spooky. At the very least, we can just try this one for like one round, and if it seems to be going pretty poorly. Alright. Honestly, I have full expectations that we might die here. I have 13 health to start out, and this dude has 46. He's got my battle axe and do 5 damage, lock a dice on 12. I am not feeling super confident. Oh, this would have been really useful to have my double thing from the other time too. Well, let's get double that. He's got 2 shock. Temporarily disables random equipment. Can use dice to unshock. So that'll definitely limit him a little bit on his turn. We can do a little bit of shielding. Let's reroll that one. This doesn't do anything for me. One more time. Alright, so we did get our 4. And a little bit more shield. Okay, with 4 shield, our hope is to not die on this turn. Honestly, we were only able to do 20 damage there. Oh, that's so lame. Unfair, honestly. Okay, and if something is locked, we just can't use it. So that's like the worst version of all these different things. It's just pure, nah, you can't have that one. You can do a 4. I don't particularly see if we can get, I guess this can become a 6, but then we can't use our target shield if I let it. Alright, well, max 2. Maybe this will come in handy. Maybe we need that. We were only able to shock 1 of his dice this turn. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, we have to kill this turn. This was the once-in-a-lifetime chance that we have been given. And a 6 damage to kill. Thank goodness! Goodbye, Rhino. I would say it was a good fight, but you terrify me and I hope I never see you again. Oh, nice rewards! I didn't know that you could also get little things halfway through. Needs doubles, bash with shield, do shield damage. I could see how if I was doing a shield-based run that'd be super useful, but I'm not really doing that, so we'll just come over to Ned real quick. So I can have a baby hammer. A baby hammer sounds great, but I'm not actually sure that I actually have another thing to put down there, if I did take that. This one increases the shield I can use by 3, seems honestly kind of weak. That one's done. I can get more bumps. Honestly, let's get more bumps. I feel like just being able to choose what I'm getting is probably the strongest thing for this, like, kind of all the randomness with, like, what you happen to roll. That's, like, the one thing you can control, so it seems like bumps would be really useful. Hey, Val. Okay, are we just in hell, and just every shop owner is... Like, I don't know if these guys are siblings, or if, like, all the demons just have the same, like, shade and ears and stuff like that. Hey, this is a trading post. You can trade something here if you absolutely insist. So I could trade my target shield for Toxic Ooze, which is a slightly stronger. Usually the special abilities only kick once, but this one's got 2. Sadly, it is too big for me to actually hold. Like, if I had minimized, if I had shrunken that thing from the last upgrade, then I could, like, kick a bump out and fit this in, but I think that it might not be a good time for it, honestly. I mean, I wish that I could re-roll for a new deal. Can I have a new option? I don't want this one. I don't know if she's guaranteed to give you something better, or if it's pure random. Like, I don't know if I should feel bad about, like, not being able to take it. Dang, there's a lot of stuff happening on this floor. 4, 5, 5, 4. Alright, so I guess the deal is Kraken, Snowman. Just sneak through here, get that upgrade. Hello, Freezy Boy. I'm sorry that I interrupted you in your underwaterness. Kind of like a Pokemon fight where you've got a water Pokemon. You're just like, flopped him out on land and be like, have at it. I believe in you. Alright. Always shock, always do this. Honestly, I got like the perfect first go. That's exactly what my my squad needed. Camouflage, blind 2 dice. Oh, thank goodness, that's only a one-use thing. That's like kind of hard to deal with, isn't it? Are either of you a 2? A 2? How much did that give me? I was not paying attention, but honestly, we can get to our 6 with this anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, this doesn't work. Okay, reroll it. This works. Reroll it. Works. Reroll it. This works. Really? Man, I didn't roll a 1 or a 2 for any of that. It was lucky in the most unlucky possible way. Alright, cute guy. Overwhelm. Don't see what that one does. All equipment has a 50% chance to fail. Disappears once triggered. Oh, is that gonna last forever? Man, this dude is all abilities. That's stinky. 6? Alright. Thanks for that. A 4. That was something. So this is a 5 or a 6. So that's not gonna help. 2. I'm curious if I bump this twice. A 6? A 6 becomes a 6 and a 1. Honestly, I kind of thought that this would reset to become like a coding style back over to a 1. So I guess I'll throw that in there, more shield, and if this thing happens to roll into a 1 or a 2, did not. Alright. We have 8 shield, I feel like that's pretty good. Blocks incoming damage. I mean, it does disappear as soon as they hit me with something. Man, is this dude, he doesn't even do damage, he's just purely like messing with me. Is this a 4? Okay. Guess we'll just try to use what we have. Oh, a 6. A 1. A 6. My dice. Can I use that? Okay. Man, I was really hoping I could get out on just that one last. He's got 4 health. Like, come on. Hey, you can't use attacking things. Oh, my shield. Okay. I see how it is now. I was thinking that shield... I'm very much of the Pokemon player who only ever takes abilities that I know cause damage. Like, I should have refused to do anything that has anything to do with status abilities. So the idea of like using any time shielding myself when I could simply just do more damage. It's not my style, but I mean, this game is supposed to be kind of difficult. I might actually have to think about things. So I could make a baby hammer now if I wanted, or a double bump. Double bump could be pretty cool, but I don't know. Let's do baby hammer. And let's see if I can squeeze anything that I can dump some dice into. Yeah, nightstick. Shocks the enemy. Yeah, we can throw our random bonus stuff. Okay, so let's do damage, bumps, and other things. So at the very least I can waste their dice with that if I've got some random stuff. Level 4, level 5. Let's fight Snowman. You would think because he's the lowest level that he would be the easiest, but I feel like he's actually like 1 with his environment here, so he probably has the advantage of that. If he's throwing snowballs, he's got plenty of them to throw. On odd, do damage, and freeze 1 dice. Okay, so we want him to roll evens. Not that we can control that at all, but if he happened to do it, that would be cool. Let's do a 6. This 5 is not helping anything. Let's try and get a 4. We can bump this twice for the 4. And honestly, I would roll for an even. Boom. Okay, wasting my time. And we want him to not have any evens. Okay, so honestly, freezing him doesn't do anything because all of his abilities are the same, so it's not super helpful. And he's minimizing all of my things. Well, I guess we'll just reroll for a 1. Reroll for a 1. Reroll for a 3. Okay, how many times have I rerolled a 1 back into a 1 at this point? Somebody's out to get me. RNGesus, please. I'm trying to do my best here. Come on. Let's do 6. Bump that one. 4. And 2 little baby shields. Can't hurt me. I'm the shield man. I feel like these cards that give you an ability, like specifically on 6, do this thing. That seems pretty fine. It's gonna happen most of the time, because I'm gonna try and force 6s. Like, I want a 6. You can take that. Alright, we're basically done here. Let's just give him a little peck. There you go. Sorry, Snowman. I love a good snowball fight, and that was pretty good. Oh, he's not dead. Want to stick around and make snow angels? I guess these enemies aren't really enemies. That seems pretty sweet, honestly. He's like a kind little soul. Equipment? Counterspell. If the enemy rolls this, that dice is locked. So that seems like a pretty good, just empty slot to like kind of dump stuff on. Counterspell. Nightstick. I would probably drop my Nightstick for that. I mean, it seems like if they've got a bunch of repeating cards like that guy did, Nightstick is not very helpful. 2 shield, and shield has been doing pretty well for me, so I think this is pretty good. Maybe I'm holding on to bump a little bit too hard, but it seems like it's good. I'm not sure, so this is 8 health, which happens to be the amount that I need right now. I'm not actually sure if it's telling me it's 8 because it would go higher if I didn't have as much health as I currently do, and therefore I should save it, or whatever. One negative of having all these tiny cards is I've got a lot more to look at on the screen every turn. So let's take some of that. I guess I don't want to default put things in shield, but we'll do that damage. Let's do some shield, and let's see if we can... Well, do you have any benefits? Roll 2 6s and do 6 damage. Okay, so I want him to knock at 6s. If I can happen to roll into a 5 or a 6 here, I can't. I don't think he can do anything with anything besides 6s really anyway, so I'll just take a shield here. That seems pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Booyah. I'll waste your time. So he has the ability to do some crazy damage if he gets there. Our job is to make sure he's not getting there. Bump this. You can't use a 6, and we'll take a little bit of shield. Thank you. Ha! He had 2 6s? Oh my gee. Okay, this actually seems amazing for dudes like this. Like, I don't know how many enemies are purely based off, like, oh, I could only do anything if I have a certain card, but this is extremely lucky. Can't draw on me, cat. Still 8. I think we can still handle this. 32 health. We're gonna be leaving this floor just hunky-dory, if I do say so myself. Hello, lady. Some of these enemies are like, yeah, this makes sense. Some of them are like, I'm just some lady with my piano. It was a bit toasty in my last performance, so I thought I'd compensate. Max 4. So I would like her not to be able to use small numbers, basically. If I can ban some tiny numbers. What's this? Like, maybe I could ban... Can I ban a 4? Is that useful? Max 4? Yeah, let's ban a 4. I can increase this to get a 6 in. That's not helpful. Not helpful. Okay. Back where we started. Make this one a 2. The most convoluted method to get just a little baby amount of shield there, but every moment counts. Okay, so she's shocked and... Oh, she didn't roll any 4s. Okay, well at least she wasn't able to trigger her thing yet. You will... Weaker. Justice and image. Okay, so I guess that can't use the super damage anymore. I hate my life. Lady Luck is staring over my shoulder and she says, "Not today, kiddo." And I say, "Why? Jesus, please." And she says, "I just don't like you." Okay, well these are max 2. Oh, the damage. I could get a 4 damage or I could add 2 shield. Honestly, just my simple brain said, tile is faded out. Title cannot be used. Not how game work, yes? Okay, I keep banning your 4s and she ain't even rolling any, so a little bit of a chunk there. Come on now. 2 weak. What do we got? Max 3? Max 3. That's an interesting nerf to put on the bump. Well, we just do 6 damage normal. 8 damage normal. Can't do anything with a 5. I could overclock it. This does give me extra dice to roll. Let's keep rolling these ones. Okay. You can't use the 6. And let's get 2 more shield, 4 more shields. That's pretty good. We've locked one of them and they can't use their 3. Okay. Alright, I feel like there's a pretty good chance she gets to tick down to doing her big damage again, so we're really gonna go for death on this turn. So let's bump 1, 8 damage. And let's do 6 more damage. Alright. I'm sorry, gal, I really liked your voice. I realize the enemies don't seem to be super evil. I'm level 6, increased by 4. Man, that's crazy. I definitely feel like at one point during this round, I was guaranteed that I was gonna die. Like, I was so certain. You've been saving up your gold pieces? Well, you can't take them with you. Might as well splurge while you can. Oh, I would. Discharge 0 damage, take damage to charge. Take damage to charge. I don't know what this is. I guess I'll just upgrade. I have like a butt ton of money. Is this the last floor? I feel like I wasted it then. Can't upgrade. I already upgraded a lot of things. Locks that dice and roll link. This makes it sound like it will duplicate the dice, like I don't have to expend the dice to lock it for them anymore. Slightly stronger shields or double bump. I don't know, let's try this out. I want to see lock that dice and roll. It makes it seem like I 2 uses. Maybe I get that dice back. And I can't eat my apples. I wish I could take them with me. I feel like I could hold a lunchbox. I got a free hand. Madison. Okay, the music has integrated my heartbeat with it, despite the fact I'm on full health, so this might be a little spooky. Final boss style. Hi, I'm Madison. I'm 12 years old, and I'm here to make sure you lose. Alright, Madison. I saved up a pretty good amount of money. If I give you, like, $5 of cookies, will you just go easy on me? Okay, let's look at her stuff. Campfire. On even, do 1 damage and burn a dice, and add 1 fire each use. So she's gonna do more and more damage the more turns that she's allowed to use this. Max 3, do damage 3 uses, and chocolate cookie, repeat next action. Okay, so we want her to not roll evens, and not things bigger than 3. And it doesn't matter what the even is, right? Okay, so there's no point in like saying like, okay, I specifically want you to not roll 6s or something. So this would allow me to give her 2 shocks. So even though it would be more damage to do battle axe, I think I'm gonna go with hammering here. We'll get that damage in there. And we don't want her to use evens, so you can't use that. Block dice that roll blank when used per turn. Oh, this is just normal. Oh, it's just I can use it twice now. I can block 2 from her. That's kind of whatever, honestly. Well, I guess she wants even. I'll reroll my 5. I might have to end up putting that in there. Oh, good. We'll get a little bit of that. And we'll also lock 4s. I don't know. Counter 2 and 4. That seems pretty good. That's like half of her even choices, so... Ah! Alright. Little hexa damage. I can handle this. I will bump this for a good attack. Bump this. Maybe attack. You can't tap a 4 and you can't tap that, but I will take 1 shield. And I feel like that was a pretty effective turn. Can't use 4 or 2. Okay, but she's gonna get 1 campfire in here. I feel like the fact that I've pushed her back like 2 turns, like 2 turns of non-accrued fire, I feel like I'm doing alright. I'm about halfway. Limit break. Do we have a 6? No, but we can make a 6. Let's bury that up there. Alright. I'll reroll one of these just to see... Okay, what I wanted here... I'll do this just for an extra dice and reroll that. And this one... That's useful, actually. That one again. 1. Come on now. Let's do a shield. A little that. You can't use that. There's no benefit to 1s. I guess she does benefit from a 1. 1 shield or... Yeah, you can't use 1s. I mean, I want her to do as little as possible, and I know that I wasted my 2, but I'm not willing to take the damage. I'm not gonna give her that satisfaction. Owie. Okay, just 1 burn. On my 6. On my 6. Right in front of my salad. Come on. Alright. Bump that. Max 4. You can't use 6s. I don't want you to use 2s. And I can't kill her, so there's no point in saving, honestly. This is the end of the round. There's no point in saving my HP. I'm pretty sure she won't be able to get me on this single turn. I had at least assumed because I took away so much of her dice, but okay. 6 damage. Boom. Sorry, Madison. I would say I'm gluten-free and your cookies are ineffective, but I'm not. You're just weak. Congratulations! Your very first victory! Am I super strong now, Dad? Dad, are you watching? Am I winning, Dad? Well, no. But look, you're off to a great start. You've beaten in a whole episode. Just 35 increasingly difficult episodes to go. Wait, what? 35? Increasingly difficult. And of course, every time you beat an episode, you get the chance to spin the wheel. And if the wheel ends up on a star, you get to leave the dungeons and take home your heart's desire. Get ready to spin the wheel! Spin the wheel! You're not chanting. Oh, sorry. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Here we go. I wonder if Lady Luck actually has the ability to grant any wish, because like, this goose wasn't even really a physical thing. I could have won a car. Oh, bad luck. No prize this time. Definitely next time, though. Like, next time for sure. What are the chances you roll that again? But never mind, there are plenty of episodes to come. Spin the wheel! Spin the wheel! You can stop chanting now. Oh, come on. Encore! Encore the wheel! Okay, yeah, so it looks like there are 6 characters you can unlock. We just finished round 1 of the warrior, which is kind of the most basic class. We've unlocked this little green guy. I'm not sure what he does or what any of the other characters do yet. But next time I will try out the green guy and see if we can unlock any new characters, or see if I hit a wall of any sort of like, dang, I have to like start thinking harder and I gotta just roll it back and do another easier warrior round. But this game has been pretty fun so far. I'm excited to do the next episode, and thanks for joining me. Alright, have a nice day!